Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how to shift realities instantly. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Here we are back in the beautiful Dutch Caribbean on the island of Bonaire with another big video. The question was this: Tom, I'm still not getting how to shift realities. I think I understand it intellectually, but how do I do it and how do I know? Well, I want to talk about this like we never have before, because there was a comment, a brilliant comment on one of our videos that I'm going to bring forth today in today's lesson. And it was on a video. I'm going to link that video in the description below. I'm also going to put the title here so you can watch that video that really shifted this particular subscriber. Remember that you are shifting realities in every moment. You are manifesting your entire life experience. You're creating your entire life experience in every moment of now. So it's the story you're telling, and when you tell the stories that I only get it intellectually, that I still don't know how to shift realities, well, that's the reality you're creating in that moment. There's nothing outside of your experience of it. There was this subscriber's comment, a powerful creator who really understood this at a profound level and commenting on one video that apparently moved him to that understanding. So I want to talk about this. We talked about the idea of affirmations in the last few videos, right? I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am free, and I am in love. I am whole, I am healed, I am complete, and I am fulfilled. Remember, that is your experience. You're creating that reality by telling that story in that moment. That's your entire life experience. I really want you to feel the power here, right? And then some of you said, can I edit that a little bit and say, I am health, I am wealth, I am freedom, and I am love itself? Sure. We talk about that all the time. That's your true nature. Love is your true nature. Freedom is your true nature. Wealth is your true nature. Health is your true nature. Being whole, healed, complete, and fulfilled is your true nature. But how do you experience that? By telling the story of that. So how do you tell the story that I'm healthy? It's the experience of that health that you are. I am wealthy. It's the experience of that wealth that you are. I am free. It's the experience of that freedom that you are. I am in love. It's the experience of that love which you are. That's why we worded them like that, right? So you can tell your story. This is the comment, and there's a bunch of other comments around that initial comment that he wrote. The full comment I'm going to share with you. This is what this person said. I'm never telling a story about the world. I'm telling a story, and it is the world. Wow. I love this comment. This person really got it. I'm going to read this again so you can really get it. I'm never telling a story about the world. I'm telling a story, and it is the world. There is no world outside of you. You are the perceiver, the perceiving, and the perception. You are the observer, the observing, and the observed. There's no reality outside of you. Your experience is the world, your reality. And you and only you determine your experience, because your experience is reality. There is really no other. So as you tell the story of others, as you tell the story of how things are not quite the way you want them to be, how you've been struggling with, like, affirmations never got me anywhere, you're creating that reality right now. There's no truth to that. There's no past where that's true. You're creating that past right now. There's no future where that will be true. You're creating that future right now. The present moment's not just a placeholder in that where you fix the past or reminisce about the past or try to get to a future that you hope for. The present moment is the now. It's the only moment. It's the one reality. It is the isness. So normally we just use it as a placeholder, right? To tell a story of how our life's not quite where we want it to be and what we want it to be, and that we're getting there. Just be there, right? How do I shift instantly? Well, you're always in every now moment shifting, manifesting, and changing. That is, creating your reality, your entire world, your entire life experience here and now with the story you're telling. Tell a different story. How do I tell the story, you say? That's a story. Right? You're letting the idea that you're going to, remember, your reality, whatever you do, whatever you say. Some ask me, is it okay to affirm this, or it's okay to imagine this? Remember, your source, everything is okay because you say so, right? Your reality. The creator comment was on this video, how to be free of intrusive thoughts, feelings, and 3D conditions. I'm going to link that as the first video linked in this video, how to be free of intrusive thoughts, feelings, and 3D conditions. Because remember, those are all just a story within the I am awareness that you are. There was another subscriber that said, I'm letting the story tell the story. Why are you letting the story of thought? How can anything intrude on your reality? You are reality. Nothing can intrude without your agreement, without your permission. Right? You get to tell that. There's nothing intruding on your reality ever. No one and nothing. Right? I love this. I'm never telling a story about the world. I'm telling a story and it is the world. Wow. Yes. That one idea that this person articulated beautifully and brilliantly can change your entire life forever. This is what he said on the comment. Damn, this is beyond powerful, Tom. He was commenting on this video, so you can use this video in context of that. And I'm just going to say to this person, right back at you. Right back at you. You're beyond powerful. That comment's beyond powerful. You are all beyond powerful. Right? You guys are powerful. We're all sharing in this one power. This is great today. We're leveling up together. Remember, what I love about that comment, right, that I'm not telling a story about the world. I'm telling a story and it is the world. This is the comment that I pulled from Scripture. Jesus, your awareness of being. Remember, Jesus representing your I am awareness, your higher self, who you really are, saying this, most assuredly, like guaranteed, this is the truth. I say to you, this is truth. Before Abraham was, I am. Now, I've used this comment and I've taken out was and the comma. There's so much debate about that, right? The comma debate, where it should be, and what the ancients were trying to say. Well, really what they're trying to say is before Abraham, before anything, before any thought, before any feeling, before any story, before any perception, before any sensation, before any image, there's your I am awareness. This was in the comma becomes irrelevant. I just take it out altogether. Before, even the idea of was, is, will be, or before or after, or here and now, or then, now and then is I am. Do you see it? Before even these ideas of was or is or will be, before or after, or here and there, or now and then, before all of those ideas in time, right? There really is not even a before. There's just I am. That's what Jesus, your I am awareness, was trying to say there. That even before doesn't make sense because it's just existence. It's awareness of being. So it's a great segue into the levels of creation, which I'm not going to go over in detail today, just to point out that that's what this person was pointing to. That I'm not telling a story about the world. I'm telling a story and it is the world. Wow. It's your world. Because your I am awareness. Because there's just existence. There's just God. There's just that isness, the great I am. What we call source or pure awareness or the absolute. What Scripture calls the Father, the absolute source. That's just a great isness, a great existence. And out of that great existence, out of that great I am, out of the Father, out of that one source, out of that isness, that stillness of existence, of life itself, comes the beingness, the Son, all potential. Out of all potential, all power, and all knowing, the One was born, the Son. I am awareness of being or beingness. That potential now, that is just the only source, all power, all knowing. Out of that becomes the potential to be or do or have anything. That I am awareness of being, that beingness of reality. From the isness comes the beingness. That's the Son. That's your higher self. That's who you really are. That spirit that you are. You are that beingness that is born out of that great source or that isness of reality. And based on that beingness, you're all potential, you're all power, you're all know. You have infinite knowing, infinite power, infinite potential to create your world. your story. This is powerful today. Out of that great existence, what Scripture calls the Lord or God or the law, is the beingness. That's what creation is finished means. Now we're understanding what creation is finished means, what Neville Goddard and others have talked about. It means all potential becomes infinite potential. It means all power becomes infinite power. All knowing becomes infinite knowing. That's what creation is finished means. Remember, creation is finished. Creation is born out of that beingness. All potential possibilities exist. That's what it means by creation is finished. They already exist, but they exist in potential. All power exists. All knowing exists. And when they say creation is finished, that means it exists as infinite potential, infinite power, infinite knowing to be expressed in infinite number of ways, right? By you as a point of consciousness. Jesus is your I am awareness of being, your higher self. Before the world, I am. That's what he meant. Before the world, before creation is finished, I am awareness. Hear this, right? Creation exists as a potential in this I am awareness. Before that potential is just I am, all potential, all knowing, all power. And then creation is finished means now it's infinite power, it's infinite potential, it's infinity to be expressed and explored in any way that each point of consciousness that makes up it can determine. That's you, me, and everybody else. But remember, you're one with that, all that isness. So it's all power, all potential, all knowing. The world equals your I am identity. So now you have level 5. Before the world, I am. What's the world? Your I am identity. Wow. Hear this. Your true identity, your true self, your real self, is that I am awareness of being. That's that level 6. That's the sun. That's all potential, all power, all knowing. That's the one that was born the Son. Before Abraham, I am. But before Abraham means before that I am identity, there's your true identity. Wow. There's your real identity, the truth of who you are, right? That infinite love, that infinite freedom, that infinite wealth, that infinite health. That's who you really are. And then you have level 5. That's the world. That's the I am identity. That's the concept of self. When self-concept means the concept of self, of your higher self, what's the concept you have as that higher self, as that I am awareness? That creates the world. Creation is finished. You are the world. And you get to express it in infinite ways with infinite power, infinite knowing, and infinite potential. Wow. All possibilities exist within you. You, all possibilities, right? You are the world. The creator comment, I'm the sole script writer. I'm the sole script writer, yeah, and my script is my awareness, the identity, the meaning and beingness I give things. Wow. Very, very powerful here, right? Recognizing that level 5, I get to write the script. I get to give the meaning to that beingness. And I get to give the meaning to everything. That beingness is all potential. But you write your story. In level 5, you write the story of that true identity of I am awareness. You decide what that is. This is powerful, like we've never covered it. Before Abraham, I am. Just pure knowing, pure awareness of being, right? That's your true story, right? Before Abraham, that's what Jesus was trying to say. Before any other story, before the world that you've created, that you're creating with your I am identity, with your concept of self. Or in other words, Jesus is saying the concept of me, right? That before that is just me. I am. You only need me. Remember Jesus saying that in the healing at the pool of Bethesda in the show The Chosen. You only need me. Before Abraham, before any story you could possibly conjure, before any concept of yourself that you can even imagine, there's just your ultimate concept. Wow. Your ultimate self-concept. Everything else is the circus, as I've talked about. Perfect for today, because we're going to do diving today. And that I told you that dive master that was training me said, Tom, it's all about breathing and buoyancy. Everything else is the circus. It's all about your I am awareness. Everything else is the circus. One of you coined the idea of circus stances, right? Everything else are the circumstances. Everything else are thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and assumptions. Everything else are people, events, things, and happenings. Do you see? None of that exists without your pure awareness, without that knowing within which it all exists, your true story. All of this are just stories. All of your thoughts, all of your feelings, all your beliefs, all the people, events, and circumstances are just stories. But you get to tell that story at level 5, your I am identity. Again, 7 is God, that's the isness, that's existence itself, that's the absolute. Level 6 is the Son of God, that's that I am awareness, that's you, that's your true self, that's your higher self. You and everybody else, that's your multidimensional, infinite identity. And then level 5, you get to determine that concept of that perfect self that you are. Of that perfect wealth, I am wealthy. Of that perfect health, I am healthy. Of that ultimate freedom that you exist as, I am free. You see? I am fulfilled, right? Of that pure love that you are, I am in love with that love. You create the experience, right? You create, then you create thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and assumptions, people, events, and happenings that align with your highest ideal. The creator comment again, it is only my story of their existence that gives them existence. Wow. He really has it. This idea that it's only the story of their existence that gives them existence. It's my story of their existence, my story of these people, events, and circumstances, these thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and assumptions that gives them life or existence. They don't exist apart from me. Very powerful. Tell your story of who you are in your world from the perspective, viewpoint, and vantage point of how you would like it to be, and how you would like to be, and how you would like that world to be. That shifts you instantly into the only reality of the world of your dreams. Wow. That's the world of your dreams. When you tell it the way you would like things to be, when you tell the story of how you would have liked things to be if it's the past, you're creating the world of your dreams, and that is the world. Remember, you're not telling a story of the world. Your story is the world. That is your entire life experience. And remember, that existence that you are, you see it from a different perspective or viewpoint, a vantage point of all that is, all that you are. That's what creates your entire life experience. Tell it how you would like things to be. Tell it how you would like to be as that identity. Tell it how you would have liked to been, or how you would like the things that have happened, and tell it from this now perspective. Instead of saying things like the affirmations never worked and nothing's ever worked and I've been struggling, you're creating that entire world right now. That world does not exist. It doesn't exist in the past. There are no facts to any of that. There's no truth other than the truth of the story that you tell. That's powerful. The creator comment, now I understand what you mean by simultaneity. The stuff that happens, I love this comment, isn't happening at all. Only I am happening. Wow. I am happening. Only I am giving life to my experience. I am the life. I am the light. I am the resurrection. He really gets it. Or she really gets it. I'm not sure which is it. This creator gets it. Right? The great I am, God is, that's existence. That's level 7. It's the highest level. That's the ultimate reality. Then you have before Abraham, your I am awareness of being. It's the beingness. It's that one existence, that one isness. The power to be all things, the potential to be anything. It's that infinite power now, that infinite potential, that infinite knowing to be all things. And so you exercise that through your I am identity, the story you tell, your self-concept of self, of your ultimate self, of your higher self. That's what self-concept means. It's not about fixing any self-concept. You can't have a better self-concept than be all that is. You can't have a higher, more divine, more loving, more powerful, a self-concept with more potential than all that is, and I am awareness. That's why Jesus said that before Abraham. Before you imagine yourself in any way, imagine who you really are. And then you can decide how you want to experience that all that isness. Who do you say that I am? That's what Jesus, that's why he asked that question. Then you create, look at, I'm showing you here, level 7, the isness, level 6, the beingness, level 5, your I am identity, or your self-concept, your concept of yourself. Yourself never changes, but your concept does. Do you see it? Sometimes we look at self-concept as trying to fix something or change a certain personality. It's not about fixing anything. Your self is perfect, right? It's about knowing, defining, creating, manifesting out of all that isness. How you want to define that concept now of yourself. It's not about fixing any one of them. All potential exists. All possibilities exist. It's about choosing. Who do you say you are? Because you are the happening. I am the happening. That's the happening. And out of that happening comes that manifested physical experience where you have your assumptions and beliefs, you have your thoughts, you have your feelings, and you have your actions. Levels 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's all the physical, horizontal, linear experience. That's how we create. That's how time and space is created. It's all done through assumptions and beliefs and thoughts and feelings and actions. But that's always changing according to the story you're telling. So why not, in this moment, stop telling the story that nothing works for you, that this doesn't work, and how do I do this, and how do I imagine this, and what should I affirm? Your source. Whatever you affirm is super powerful. What worked for another person is irrelevant, because they come from within you. There's nothing out there. You're the one that decides what works for you. You are the only reality. That's how to shift realities instantly. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on our videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, The Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/BeSomethingWonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, anywhere on social media at either Be Something Wonderful or Tom Kearin, and for being part of our membership channel. Don't forget we have a live stream, another live stream on the membership channel that's going to be scheduled for mid-month. We'll have an announcement coming out. I've already announced it right before I left for the trip here to the Dutch Caribbean, and I'm going to have an official announcement from the team in just a day or two. So stay tuned. Creators, with great love, with great light, and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin coming to you from the studios of Be Something Wonderful here in the Dutch Caribbean in the beautiful island of Bonaire. Until next time, see you soon.